Hi everyone, my name's Phil and welcome to Phil Does 3D. I'm a multimedia and 3D artist and I stream live on Twitch on Mondays and Tuesdays at 5 p.m. Pacific time in the United States. That's 10 a.m. if you're in Australia or 1 a.m. if you're in the UK. I hope you guys and girls are well. Remember, you can join the Phil Does 3D Discord server by clicking that link that Hellforge has just popped into Twitch chat. Morning, Hellforge. We're going to be working on the House in the Hollow game, and you can wishlist that right now if you click the link that is just been popped into Twitch chat. Okay, so Tamana, thank you for the subscription. Man, how long have you been subscribed for now? It must be a while. 38 months. Thank you for the 38-month subscription, Tamana. You are absolutely awesome. I do appreciate it, guys, when you sub to the channel, so thanks, Tamana. I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. Yes, no, I am doing well. Thanks, Hellforge. I hope you are too. We're going to continue working on the House in the Hollow game. We're working on the elevator for the basement of that game. I'm going to reply to you after the stream today, Hellforge, regarding your question you asked me on the Discord with rendering out lighting setups and all that sort of jazz. You doing all right? Just tired. Join the club. I know the feeling. I'm tired too. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to upload a UE4.25. So you're going to have make sure you're on the latest version of the Unreal Engine, so 4.25.0 or higher. I'm going to upload a project file which has a studio lighting setup. So basically, what this file is, you'll just extract it to your project directory. And then load it up in Unreal Engine, load up the project, and it's basically all you need to do then is get your model, whatever you want to do your beauty renders with, put it in front of this backdrop, and you can render it out. It's set up with HDRI lighting, the lights are already set up with softboxes, all that sort of jazz. So basically it's an interior studio lighting setup, not an exterior one. So basically just get your asset, put it in front of this screen that's sort of like that shape. So you want to put it up off the ground in the middle of that screen. Line up either your camera or your viewport. Make sure you do a build all after you've put your object in the scene. So put your object in, do a build, and up in the top right hand corner you build your lighting. Make sure you build your lighting. And then you can either render out camera images or you can render out stills from that. And it's a generic studio lighting setup using a HDRI backdrop. So the lights are set up, the backdrop is set up, HDRI is set up for you. All you have to do is put your model in place and you can render out your images. You can change the color of the lighting, all that sort of stuff. You can change the HDRI backdrop if you want to. It's just a good base for you to work from to get your renders rendered out in the Unreal Engine. So I'm going to place that under the subscribers section on the Discord server. Now, if you're on the Discord and you don't see the sub channel, that's because only subs can actually see it. Mods can see it, or they should be able to. If you can't, Hellforge, and I'm doing this for you as well. If you can't download the file from the subscribers channel on the Discord, let me know. But all subs should be able to download that file for UE4. All right. 2 a.m. hype. Yes, I know it's really late where you are, Hellforge. So I'll upload that after the stream, and like I said, subscribers can find that under the subscribers channel on the Phil Does 3D Discord server. No problem. It's not just, I think a lot of people would find it useful so that they can get a proper lighting set up for their beauty renders for the models that they want to make if they want to use the Unreal Engine. So there you go. That's the Discord link. Hellforge has just popped into Twitch chat if you do want to join the Phil Does 3D Discord. So we are working on this elevator. We're texturing it up. We modeled it in Max, UV mapped it in Rhizome, and we're texture painting it inside of Substance Painter. We've only got 2 bits left to do now, and that's the base here and then the actual lift itself. We've done all the doors and the rest of it, so I think what we might do is we might work on the outer base today. So let's export this version, and this is called base. All right. Export selected. We'll give it its own folder. I'm just going to call it base. And we're going to call it base LP for low poly. Now I'm going to unhide the high poly version, which is this one. We'll just isolate it so I'm not confused with what I'm doing, and let's export this one. Now we'll call it base HP for high poly. How about that? It'll take a little while to save that, a little bit longer than the other one, simply because it's a much higher poly version. Let's hide that now. And let's jump into Substance Painter. Remember guys, if you've got any questions while I'm working, please feel free to pop into chat and ask me. If I can give you a hand in any way, I'm happy to try. If you just want to watch, that's completely fine though. Let's create a new project. Load up the base low poly. You can see it a little bit better now without the glass in the way. Now we're going to bake out our maps, but I'm only going to bake out, to begin with, the ID map in the low poly version. And we want to make sure we change it to vertex color. Okay, now we can bake out everything but the ID map. And load up our high poly version. Oh, actually, I'm just going to redo that because I forgot to change my size here. Mr. Square Peg, hello to you. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. I think you popped into chat really toward the after I'd finished my stream, I think yesterday, or am I thinking of someone else? I think it was you. It's good to see you, Mr. Square Peg. So let's just rebake out that again, the ID map, now that I've changed the resolution. There we go. And I just want to remove the high poly. You would be correct, that was me. I thought it was you. But let's get... but you know, Phil is easily confused. Oh, I forgot to undo that one. Let me just turn that off. Let's do this for the third time. We only want the ID map on the low poly. And now we want everything else on the high poly, apart from the ID map. And let's load up our high poly again. Everything's good. Okay, let's bake that out. Hellforge says, easy to get confused when you haven't had coffee in a hot minute. That's exactly right. Time for a coffee. I do like my coffee. Okay. So now we've baked out the high poly to the low poly. So we're getting some nice detailing happening through here. Good. I'm just going to rename this to lift base. And we're going to jump into our smart materials. We did save out smart materials for the elevator, so let's do a search for those. Alright, let's start with this one. Come on, Substance. It's quite a detailed smart material, so it does take it a little while to load up. Again, I'm just going to go through and just make a couple of changes to this smart material. I'll start by removing the color selection and removing the mask. Remove the color selection, remove the mask. Alright. Let's find the right layer now. Okay, that's the layer there that I want to work with. What's the right sub-layer is the next question.
Touch me like you want me. Don't wanna forget what you feel like.
It's this one here.
On my body.
And I'm just pulling some of the gold out of it. That's too gold. We will put some gold in, but not on the entire lip. I want the lip, most of the lip to be more of just a metallic colour. Let's see, what can we do here with this? Might just pull it down a little. Okay, let's keep moving on. Let's look at the gold now. And wait for Substance. And have a copy. Come on, you can do it. It is working. I can hear my machine revving up. We'll do a quick save after it's finished here, just to be on the safe side, because you never know Hellforge says, isn't gold pretty heavy in real life? So it must be pretty strong cable to pull that elevator. Yeah, it is. The gold is incredibly heavy, and you are right. It must be an incredibly long, incredibly strong elevator to be able to lift up the gold. First things first is we have to go through and make sure we turn off. First things first is let's do a save. And now we can go through and remove any color selection. Again, I'm just going to remove the mask as well. Okay, so if I turn it off so I can see what it's actually doing. Right. Alright. Now we're going to that's interesting. Just going to turn that mask off. I want to see what the mask is doing. Okay. Smurf, sorry Smurf, I just noticed you're concentrating on what I'm doing. Gold plating doesn't weigh too much, yeah, and it wouldn't be solid gold. They wouldn't be solid gold, it would be plated. Either plated or leafed, gold leafing. Generally they put on metalwork. So it wouldn't increase the weight too much. We're going to group this layer. Again, I'm just waiting for substance here to catch up to me. NVIDIA released a new studio driver today. I haven't installed it myself yet, but just putting that out there. If you do use the studio drivers, there is a new version that they released today. And apparently they're going to release them every month. At least that's what they say on their website, so we'll see. Generally they don't release them as often as the game ready drivers, but they're saying that they're going to be, so. Come on, Substance. You can do it. We're doing groupings within groupings within groupings here, so Substance takes a little while to work it all out. Hellpod says, I still haven't figured out how to get access to them through the GeForce stuff. I don't have a drop-down menu to switch between game and studio drivers in the download tab. You're talking about GeForce Experience, using GeForce Experience. Yeah, I'm assuming that's what you're talking about. I don't think you can switch in GeForce Experience. Charlie Pop, thank you for the follow, Charlie Pop. Welcome to Phil Does 3D. Man, it's taking Substance a long time here. GeForce. I don't think you can swap between Studio and Game Ready drivers in GeForce Experience. I think you'll need to uninstall your old driver, which will uninstall GeForce Experience and reinstall it again. I mean, you might not have to reinstall GeForce Experience because you know when you install an NVIDIA driver outside of GeForce Experience, you have the option of whether you want to install GeForce Experience again as part of the driver install. You can untick that if you want. You get that option if you hit the customize during the install. So if you've already got GeForce Experience installed, I don't think that, unless there's a newer version of GeForce Experience when you install the driver, you can just untick GeForce Experience to keep all your settings and switch your driver over to the studio version. I'm pretty sure. I don't actually use GeForce Experience, so don't take that as gospel, but that's just my understanding. Let's do a mask with color selection, but yeah, I'm pretty sure you can't swap between different driver versions in GeForce Experience anyway. Now let's go with maybe this one for that gold. I'm just trying to work out how I want to texture this up. I'm just going to jump quickly back into Mac so we can look at our original file. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to save our file here. I'm going to open up the one we worked on yesterday, the door, so I can create a smart material. So I'm just going to open up the door. And the reason I'm doing this is because I want to make sure that the textures stay consistent on all of the different parts of the model. And we made some alterations to the standard metallic material when we created the textured up the door yesterday. So I want to resave that out as a new smart material. Again, I'm just waiting for Substance Painter. So this one I don't have to. I've already created that smart material. That'll be fine. It's actual door metal itself I want to save out. And I've got to find that material. Marissa and Snappy Curve. Hello to Marissa and Snappy Curve. Welcome to Phil Does 3D. Remember guys, if you are new to the channel, remember to follow the channel. If you want to watch it again, you'll get a reminder when I'm live. I do also post on my Twitter account at PhilDoes3D when I go live, but my schedule doesn't change. I'm live every Monday and Tuesday at 5 p.m. Pacific in the United States. If you do want to join the Discord, you can click that link that Hellforge has just popped into Twitch chat. And what you see me working on here is an elevator for a game that I'm working on with a game studio called The House in the Hollow. That's available to wishlist now on Steam. A to the J. It's a raid, is it A to the J? Well, thank you for the raid. NS Films, hi to you as well. So welcome Snappy Curve, Marissa, A to the J, and NS Films. It's good to see you guys. Bryce, thank you Bryce for following the channel. I do appreciate it guys when you follow me. So welcome Bryce to Phil Does 3D and thanks for the follow. And thank you too for the raid. Who raided me? Was it A to the J or was it NS Films? Or was it Bruce? Thank you for the raid. I just can't seem to see who, it's not showing me who raided me, but anyway. Snappy Curve, thank you for following as well. It was you, NS Film. Okay. Well, thank you, NS Films, for the raid. I do appreciate it. And welcome guys, welcome to Phil Does 3D. So yes, we're working on, again, I'm just going to jump into Max to show you guys what we're working on. We're working on this lift, which is going to be going in the basement of the game. So we're just at the stage now where we're starting to texture it up. So I want to save out that smart material that we created for the door. Love your stuff, love Substance. Thank you, NS Films. Yeah, Substance is a great program. guys that have watched me for a while know that I like to use Mari to do my texturing because I come from I used to work in games, then I went to work in film. Now I work in ArchViz and I'm back working in games again. So I do both at the moment. And I sort of was introduced to Mari when I started working in film, and I really like Mari. But Substance Painter is a great program as well, particularly if you're doing game assets, which is what we're doing. So okay, so let's find the right material that I want to save out. Okay, it's that one at the bottom. So I'm going to start by renaming this. We're going to call this one Elevator just Metal. And I'm going to also just drag that down here. And I'm going to group both of these together. And wait for Substance Painter. So basically it's going to alter my model here, but I'm not going to be saving. I've already saved this texture out. I'm only doing this so I can create a smart material. And we're going to rename this one to Elevator Plain Metal, Elevator General Metal, Gen Metal. There we go. Now, I'm also, before I save this as a smart material, I'm going to go through and make sure that I turn off any mask by color selections I've got. It's a generic mask, so that should be all right. So it's just going to take me a little while to go through here and make sure that I don't have any color selections in my stack. It'll just make life much easier for us when we want to reuse it on other assets. Because I do use vertex coloring so that we can assign different materials to different parts of the model. You can see our stack here is quite long. We've got a lot of different layers going on. So far so good. I don't see any color selections popping up. So we're doing it the right way now. When I created the material and saved the first version out, I forgot to remove here. We do have a color selection here, so I've got to remove those. Hellforge says, that's something I ran into a few times when I tried reusing a smart material I made, but forgot to clean up the masks. Took longer to figure out where the problem was than it would if I did it from the start. Yeah, I said that yesterday. It probably would have been quicker for me to remake the smart material and go through and remove all of the color selections. So we have another one here we have to remove. It's worth doing though, because you won't have the problem then that when you assign the smart material to a new asset, it's going to have the wrong material colors pre-baked into it. So it's a painful process initially, but it's worth doing if you don't want to reuse your material like we do. We must be getting close to the end now. Okay, we've got the last one down the bottom here. I generally put color selection on the group at the very top of the stack, so I'm pretty sure I'm not going to find any down here, but I'm just going through to make sure. Hellport says, was too lazy to redo the color gradient. Sniper Rico, it's good to see you, buddy. How goes it with you? It goes well with me. We're just saying I'm a bit tired, but you know. We do have one here, so... Actually, we have one here too. Alright. Let's remove these color selections. And we have quite a few here. I don't know why I've got quite so many, but anyway. And the very last one. Bottom of the stack. I hope you're well though, Sniper. Copy and save. I will save just when I finish this, cleaning up this stack here. Remove color selection. And we're right down the bottom now. Okay. You can see how long this stack is, and that's why it's taking Substance Painter so long to actually work it out, because it's a really full-on stack here. Okay, so elevator gen metal. That's the right stack. Let's create a smart material. Now we've cleaned it up. Oh, where am I? I'm going blind. There we are. Create smart material. And we're just waiting for it to render it out its little graphic. There we go. So again, I'm just going to do a filter of elevator. And that's the generic material there. Okay, now we can go back to what we were working on, which is the base. No, we don't want to save. Yeah, no, I'm doing really well. Actually, I must save after we reload. Yeah, tired, you know, the usual. The city I'm living in, Melbourne, is in lockdown, so... Creative Steve, my apologies for not seeing you following earlier. Welcome, Creative Steve, to Phil Does 3D, and thank you as well for the follow. I do appreciate it. And again, I'm just waiting for Substance to catch up and load its filing. You're welcome. Thank you, Creative Steve. Yes, welcome to Phil Does 3D. Again, my name is Phil. I'm a 3D artist. I am working, what you see me working on here is for a game called The House on the Hollow. This is the elevator for the basement of that game, for the building in that game. Sit up straight, Phil. Bryce says, I will. There we go. How's that? Yes, I have a habit of hunching over it. Should not do that. I actually didn't even know I had the game command set up in Nightbot to say what I was doing. I'm playing art. I don't know how you play art, but anyway. I hope you're well, Sniper Echo. I hope Sniper Girl's okay as well. I haven't heard from her in a while. I hope she's alright. Halford says, at least you have a hunch when you need to figure out a problem. Better a hunch than no hunch. And again, I'm just going to repeat what I said at the beginning of the stream. I'm going to be, if you're a sub to my channel and you're on the Discord server, under the subscribers chat in Discord, I'm going to be uploading a UE4.25 file, which is a studio lighting setup file. So basically, all you'll have to do is download the file, unzip it into your project directory, and then you can load it up. And it's basically set up so that if you want to do beauty renders inside of the Unreal Engine of your models, all you have to do is place them in the middle of the lighting setup there. The lights are already set up. The HDRI environment is set up. So just place your model, do a rebuild on the lighting, and then you can render out some beauty images if you want to use the Unreal Engine. I know a lot of you guys and girls use Marmoset, which is very good. But it's just for people that want to set up, and because getting the right lighting in the Unreal Engine or in any engine really can be challenging. So having a file that you can just load up, drop your model in, and render out your beauty shots from Unreal, that's the purpose of the file. Again, it's for people to, because the Unreal Engine is free to use, remember? So you can download it from Epic Games and install it completely free. They don't charge you for it. So, and Marmoset, you have to pay for, of course. I tend to do my beauty renders inside of Max using V-Ray, but it's just an option for people that want to be able to do it and want to be able to do it inside of Unreal. Now, I'm just, again, still waiting for Substance here to catch up. It has caught up? Oh, good. Okay. So now we need to find, I think it was the bottom one. Yeah. I'm going to just turn these off temporarily. Again, I'm just waiting for Substance Painter. All right, so now let's throw down that that new metal we just made. And wait for Substance Painter yet again. Here we go. And this is just so, like I said, that I keep a consistent look between the different parts of the model. So we're going to remove the bottom one because that's the one we've just replaced. I'm going to turn on, I'm going to move this one to the top of the stack and turn it back on. And again, I'm just waiting for Substance Painter. There we go. And if I turn it off and turn it on, we can see what it's doing. Again, got to wait for Substance to catch up. I think I assigned it, yeah, to here. So these swirly bits through the top, I'm applying this gold material to. Come on, Substance, you can do it. There we go. Now, I think I want to add a bit more interest to this, so I'm going to what am I going to do? Let's start with the railing here, I think. And with the railing, I just want to make that like a brass. So I'm going to go into my materials, find a nice, interesting looking smart brass that I created. It's a gold. A lot of these materials, smart materials, I've created for the game, other assets in the game. Let's see what this one looks like. I don't know that I like that actually. Might just undo that and we'll see if we can find something else. No, not that. Like I said, guys, if while you're watching you have any questions, feel free to ask in my chat. I'm not on Twitch just to stream my own stuff and ignore you guys. If I can help you guys in any way, I'm happy to try. Don't pretend to know everything, but I'll give it a go. But the main reason I stream on Twitch is to encourage you guys and girls to do 3D. Because it's a fun thing to do. This is better. So I'm going to mask this with color selection to the railing. That's all well and good, but it's just a little bit too clean. So I'm also going to... Smurbery says, in fact, one might argue that he's only on Twitch to chat. Work is a secondary concern. Yeah, well, the guys that are regulars to my channel know that I can get... I'm a chatterbox, motor mouth. I do like to chat. And they tease me about it, saying Phil does just chat. Because you guys are so fun to talk to. That's my excuse. It does take me a lot longer to get something done, though, I have to admit. When I stream it on Twitch as opposed to actually working on it when I'm not on Twitch. I'm also going to throw this multi-arm statue material, smart material I created down. No, that's not what I want. Although that could be interesting for some other part. No, not for here. I'm just looking for something I can do a mix with that's going to tone down how new that railing looks. Let's have a look at the bronze. Yeah, the bronze might be good. So we can group both of these together. I'm going to rename this railing. Make sure we do things properly as we go. I'm going to mask with color selection to the railing again. And I'm going to do a mix. So I'm going to get a smart mask. And we'll do a surface worn mix on that one. So I'm just, see, that's full on brass, gold. That's full on, sorry, that's full on gold, that's full on brass. So I'm just toning the gold down a little bit so it doesn't look quite so new. I'm also going to find the base material. I'm going to turn off the height and the normal. I don't want it to be too bumpy. And then the gold. Let me find the right layer. I think it might be in here somewhere I want to change. Turned off the height, the normal. I actually think it might be part of the underlying texture from here. I'm going to just... I'm just going to increase my resolution here temporarily. This will cause the program to have a bit... So I'm upping the resolution just so I can get a better idea of what's going on in the viewport. Hellport says, still better than just silent angry scowling with a 1,000 yard stare. Yeah, I've noticed that actually when I watch some people streaming on Twitch, particularly if they do an art stream, they don't talk, number one, at all, which is fine. Maybe they're just so engrossed in what they're doing, and they have that stare, just that vacant stare as they're working. That is, like, some people don't put music on in the background, and I know some people don't like music in the background. I mean, I have it on because it's meant for those times when I'm quiet and don't talk to have some audio going on in the background. But I mean, let's face it, that never happens because I never shut up. So yeah, some people don't have music going, they don't talk, they just stare at the screen. Yeah, so this is just showing me the bump a bit better, and I need to knock back the bump on this. So what I'm going to do is, and I'm pretty sure it's the underlying metal. So if I turn that off, it'll tell me if it is or not. Yeah, it is. It's the underlying metal here. So what I need to do is as soon as Substance catches up again, have a copy. That's what I need to do. Hellport says, having unkept facial hair helps to hide most of it. I actually somebody asked me when I first started streaming on Twitch, because, you know, I don't have a beard, but I've got like a growth. My beard will not grow any thicker than this because my hair's too fine. But someone said, why do everybody that streams on Twitch have a beard? Why is it everyone has a beard that streams on Twitch? So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to mask with color selection, and I'm just going to start picking everything except for the railing. Let me just zoom out here so we can get a better look. I'm going to leave the... Oh, actually, no. I want those as well. I might leave the rings. That's cleaned up the really bumpy railing, so that's good. And I'm just trying to decide now what I want to do with these other bits and pieces. Hellport says, I have that silent intense look when I work, and the reason why I stopped playing music was because I had several regulars who stopped hanging out. And the reason they gave me when I reached out and asked about it was because they didn't like the style of music, which is fine. I get that not everyone's into technical and melodic death metal. Wow, death metal. Ooh. Not even I could listen to that, I'm afraid. I mean, I like all sorts of music, don't get me wrong. I can go from classical to country and western to bubblegum pop to anything and everything in between. Heavy metal is the one type of music I can't listen to. It's too angry. It's too angry. I can't do it. Remember, I do play music, and my music is all royalty-free stuff, so most of it is pretty bubblegummy, techno-y sort of stuff. And I can't hear it, of course, because I don't have my headphones on and I'm in complete silence. Only you guys can hear the music. But there is a reward you can use if you want me to turn the music off. So if you have enough points, you can do the no music reward, and I will turn the music off for a period of time. Raise the horn, Smurfberry says. Helpful says, I've had a beard since 2009, and while it's a bit of a pain from time to time, I prefer the look over a smooth baby face. A to the J says, Silverhand. Yeah, I'm the same. I've had this, again, you probably can't see it really well on stream, but just like a bit of a growth. Like, yeah, not I wouldn't call this a beard. This is just like fuzz. And I've had this for years. I would never go back to being smooth shaven again. I mean, it's a bit more to, like, it's probably easier to keep up than having to shave every couple of days. I do have to use clippers though to clip it back to keep it manageable. Not that it would grow, I would grow a long beard. It would just be, I can't imagine actually, I've never tried, but it would just look terrible because my hair is too fine. I can't grow one of those nice bushy beards. I'm jealous of you guys that can. I can't do it. I'm going to... Okay, it's the green. I'm going to remove that material from the green up here. So I'm going to remove that one. I want to texture the top here a little bit differently. And I think these bits, let's make them a gold. So let's go into our smart materials. I created an interesting gold material, smart material that I'm using for the book in the game. The Magus book is the main book that you have to find in the game to escape the hollow. So I created and that book has like gold border, a gold metallic border around the cover of the book. So let me find that. It's here somewhere. Actually, let's do a save, shall we, before we do anything else? Creative Steve says, I have a variety of musical tastes as well. Right now, past few years, I've been into bluegrass. That's interesting. That's really interesting. Helford says, I'm sure you might like some power metal or symphonic metal, which is less angry. Yeah, it's just I find metal angry, and that's what why I can't listen to it, because it's angry. The Magus book here. Let's drag this one in. Let me just close down the stack here, so it's a bit more manageable. Let me just find out what this one is for. I want to make sure I name these correctly. So it's easy. There we go. All right. So this, I think, is the swirls at the top. Again, I'm waiting for Substance Painter here. Yeah, this is the swirls at the top. So let's just call this one top swirls. It's actually at the bottom as well, but I'll know what I mean. So we're all nice and organized. Yeah, good. A to the J says, I'm like you, Phil, with music. Reggae to blues to jazz to soundtracks from movies, metal, bluegrass too. Like, I used to go to a lot of raves, so I really got into the techno scene for a while, techno music, and I still like techno. But I like everything. I like all sorts of music, except for heavy metal. I can't listen to that. Helpwood says the growling style of vocals that most people think of when they hear metal is mainly used in death and black metal. Yeah, I can't come at that yelling. It's screaming. I can't come at the screaming in music. No, don't scream at me. Please don't scream at me. I don't like to be screamed at. Smurfberry says, what's the matter, Phil? Are you not dark and angry inside? No, that must be the problem. Mind you, we shouldn't say that everyone that likes heavy metal is dark and angry inside. Smurfberry says, actually, Phil might like some Devin Townsend. I don't know who that is. He's got the vocal range of an opera singer. I like opera music. I like opera music. I do. I'll admit it. I don't mind watching on opera or listening to opera music. Creative Steve says, Helpwood says, Devon got some serious vocal range. Opera is good, Creative Steve. Yes, it is. And Android Lust, it's good to see you, Android Lust. How are you, buddy? And again, I'm going to repeat one more time and probably at the end of the stream. I'm going to be uploading a UE4 file for a studio lighting setup to the subscribers channel on the Discord server, on the Builders 3D Discord. So if you use UE4 and you want to do beauty renders, there'll be a project you can open up in UE4.25 to easily place your model in and get a beauty render out of. Just to make it a bit easier for people that are having problems doing lighting in Unreal. You're late, that's okay, better late than never, Android Lust. Helpwood says, Night Wish might be good if you like opera. It's basically opera singing with symphonic metal music behind it. I'll have to check that out. Android Lust says, power might go out because of a storm, and awesome, I would love to use that project. Cool. Well, you can do that, Android Lust, you are a sub. Look for it after the stream today. I'll upload it to the subscriber section on the Builders 3D Discord. You'll be able to download it from there. I'll give you a Google Drive link where you can download the project. So all you have to do is unzip the zip file you download. It's about 283 meg, the zip file. And unzipped, it's about 450 meg. It does include a HDR environment. So it's an interior studio lighting setup with a HDR environment, as well as soft light sources placed. So all you need to do is, if you want to do a camera shot, just drag in a cinematic camera and line it up and render it out. Or you can just bring your model in and move your camera, move the viewport and do a render that way. But remember to rebuild the lighting after you add your model. The only thing you need to do. So just drag your model in, place it in the middle of the studio lighting setup, the background, and then just do a rebuild on the lighting. And then you can render out your shots. It should just make it easier for you guys if you want to get beauty renders out of Unreal as opposed to, say, using Marmoset or trying to set up a renderer inside of your 3D program. Again, mods will have access to that as well because mods can access the subscriber channel. Smurf says Nemo is best Nightwish song. What's Nemo? Android Lust says to Hellforge, I love Nightwish, though I was mostly a fan of a certain era from them. I'm not familiar with them. All these things I got to look up after the stream. Oh, Nemo is the title of the song. Okay, I get it. Cool. All right, so let's drag in the gold here. Again, I'm just waiting for Substance Painter. And I'm going to actually add that layer in its own group. And I'm going to mask that group with a color selection. I'm going to pick these bits. I don't want the gold everywhere. I just want it on a couple of decorative bits and pieces here and there. Okay, now let's look at the, let's look for another material. Again, I'm going to do a quick save. And again, I created this smart material that I'm using on gears on a door in the game. Like there's this big, heavy stone door. There's a couple of them actually. That animates open, and I created it. It actually has like gears that are set inside of the door that turn once it opens. So I did create this smart material for that, for those gears. Let's see what that looks like. I'm just going to rename this again. We're going to call this one Gold Swirls. And do a save before I do anything else. Health Forge says, I like all eras of Nightwish, although Annette's live stuff when she sang the older songs weren't as good. Okay. So now let's throw down this gears. I want to see what it looks like. I don't know if it's going to work or not. We'll find out. Again, I'm waiting for Substance Painter here. I might switch back to 2K now. I think 4K is causing the program to take longer than it should. So we'll do that in a minute. Okay, I'm just going to switch this back to 2K. No, not 1K, 2K. Hellport says, doesn't always work out to take a rock singer and have her sing opera stuff. Again, I'm just waiting for Substance Painter. I'm not being lazy. I can't do anything until it finishes. It's recalculating all of the materials at a lower resolution because we're going back down from 4K to 2K, and there's a lot of layers. All right. And now I'm just wanting to see if this will be interesting. It might be interesting. So let's mask with color selection on that to the top only. Not really looking the way I wanted it to. Creative Steve says, I'll be lurking, gonna go for my walk. No problem, Creative Steve. Again, thanks for the follow and welcome to Build Us 3D and enjoy the walk. A to the J says, see ya. At least you can go out when you want. I'm in a city that's in lockdown at the moment because of the human malware. So I can't go, I can only go out for 1 hour a day for exercise. After 8 o'clock at night, we're not allowed out of our house at all until between 8 p.m. and I think it's 5 a.m. We've got to stay locked up in our house because of the human malware. And again, I'm just trying to gauge whether I like that or not. Might be okay. Might be okay. What I'm going to do though is I'm going to jump back to the gold swirls, and we're going to add another color selection, and I'm going to just pick these swirly bits here as well to make them a gold. Okay, now maybe if let's jump back to this metallic that we're using at the very top. I'm going to rename this grey metal. Yeah, I'll rename it grey metal swirls. Back into our color selection. I'm going to see what they look like on these straight bars as well. It's not too bad. Let's also put it, actually, this swirly bit here, squiggly metal. When I was designing it, I couldn't really think of what to put there, so I just thought, oh, I'll just put some squiggly metal bits in. Why not? We might also add that grey metal, these circular bits. How do I want to tackle them? Yeah, I don't think I want them to be a gold, otherwise we're going to start getting too much gold. So let's see what it looks like as a grey metal. Not too bad. We also have these little bits through here, these little decorative pieces. Let's go back to the gold swirls and let's use that material for those. And then we have our squiggly bits. What do we want to do with them? Let me see. We have this really darker colour. We have... I want to try and avoid using more of an orangey goldy colour. I want to sort of move away from that if I can. I created one which I'm using for a rusty bucket in the game. That might be interesting. Let's see what that looks like. So again, I'm just going to do a save actually before I do anything. And let's drag the rusty bucket in. And let's mask with color selection to the squiggly bits. It looks similar to the one we're using at the top, but it's just the darker version, so it's not a light version like that, just a bit darker. I didn't want to make them gold because we have too much gold going on. And I didn't want to make them that light grey. I think they look better as a darker grey. So now I'm just going to go through and see if there are any changes I want to make. Purples, darks, reds. No, I don't think there are. We might just throw down a general dirt layer. Sniper girl, I was just talking about you before to the guys. I was saying I hope you're okay. Yes, no, I'm good. I hope you're good too. It's good to see you. I hope you're well. I hope everything is going okay. I'm doing well. I was telling the guys I'm a bit tired, but you know, a story of my life. Bill's always tired. But I hope you're doing okay, Sniper Girl. We might just throw down a general dirt layer now, so I'm going to do a save. Sniper Girl says, been okay-ish, work full-time in a factory. I know you're telling me 12-hour shifts is terrible. Really hoping I can make it back in the industry. You will. You just keep trying. I know you're determined, and determination pays off. It really does. Just gotta check my phone. Okay. I know I shouldn't have it near me, but I've got to be in contactable with the studios. Yes, no, I know 12-hour shifts, that's exhausting in itself. But you keep at it. I mean, you know, it took a while for you to get the first position. You keep at it. You'll get there again. So, yeah, and if you ever need to talk, you know, you can contact me on Discord, all right? Ooh, what are we posting in here? What's going on here? Hellforge, what have you posted in the Discord server? Yeah, don't think, again, guys, don't post links in my Twitch chat unless you're a sub to my channel. But everyone can post links in the Discord. There's a gallery section where you can show off your work, portfolios and tips section, tutorials and tips, I mean, and a section where you can post links to your Discord or your portfolio. Oh, cool. Hellforge has posted, we were talking about music, Nemo. I'll check those out after the stream. I just don't want to infringe anyone's copyright while I'm streaming, particularly when it comes to music. It's such a ippy area. So let's add a dirt layer here. And again, I'm not going to use the substance paint. It comes with a dirt material, but I don't like it. Yeah, it comes with a dirt and a dust material, smart material. I don't like either of them. So let's jump into the materials. And let's find... I generally use the mud material. After changing the colours, of course. So, yeah, I'll either use mud. There is another one I use. Let's go with the mud to begin with, though. So let's just throw that down. Change the scaling. And I'm going to turn off the height, the rough and the normal. We're going to darken it up. It's way too light. Probably go like that. Now we're going to throw down actually before I do that, I'm going to just play around with the mixing here, see if we can get a more interesting look. Paz, it's good to see you, Paz. How are you? How you doing? I hope you're well, Paz. Remember to save and copy. Yes, I will. I will do that once I just get this. Once I find a mixing value here I like. Maybe this one. I'm going to pull back on the mix amount. I'm just going to pull it in a little bit. I may even just darken it up a little bit. And I'm going to throw down a smart mask. And we're going to go with, let's try dirt cavities. Might pull back on the grunge. Maybe pull back a little on the ambient occlusion. Pull back a little on the curvature. Remove the scratches, leave the scatter. We will do a save here and I'll have a coffee, and then I'm going to see if I might change the mask out. But I hope you're well, Pat. It is good to see you. I hope everyone's staying healthy as well, because in this new malware world we're living in, it's the human malware. What I'm going to do here is I'm not going to remove these masks. I'm just going to turn them off. And we're going to see if we can find another mask that might do what I want it to do a bit better. What do I want? Let's try this subtle scratches one. And let's play with the metal edge wear. You can, if I sort of zoom in down here, you'll get a better look at what it's actually doing. Sort of pay attention to this swirly bit here. Sort of darkening up the inner parts of it. You're happy, Paz? That's good to hear. Helpwood says, I don't know what healthy means anymore. I seem to be drunkenly stagger from one bad habit to the next. I might pull up on the ambient occlusion weight a little bit. And we'll turn those smart masks back on as well. Actually, we will turn those ones off. Trying to work out what it's doing. Now let me remove these two from the bottom that I don't want anymore. Android Lost says, I almost kicked one bad habit but failed today. I've managed to only go 1 week without an energy drink. Those things are terrible. They're okay occasionally, but yeah, those energy drinks, you gotta watch them. Healthwood says, I don't like the taste of it. I think the taste is awful. Healthwood says that's still a good try, so don't knock yourself. That's right, a week is a week. Don't knock yourself too hard for it. Sugar is a hell of a thing to stop. Certainly is. I said to you guys a while ago that I've cut back on the amount of sugar that I consume. I used to consume a lot. I've tried to be good, and I have been good recently. Well, for the last year or so, I've cut back quite a bit on my sugar. And I do feel better for it too, I have to say. Having less sugar in your diet has been a good thing. Now we've got to try and work out why my mask is not working. For some reason it seems to have stopped working. Why has it stopped working? Let's remove the mask. Okay, let's do this again. Okay, now it's back. I don't know what caused it to stop working. Very strange. Healthwood says, I've been struggling for a few months now getting back on the keto diet. Ever since I stopped, I've been feeling miserable, but giving up the carbs is harder than I care to admit. Oh, I couldn't give up the carbs. I like my carbohydrates way too much. What this is doing, basically, if we look along the rim here, I'm adding dirt to where that rim is, like a dirt layer. I might just change the color. Okay, well that's probably not quite right there. What's going on there? Let's make it less saturated as a color. I think I accidentally made the the texture black. That's why it wasn't showing up before when I was playing around with it. So we just have like a dirt layer happening in the grooves through here. Let's do a save. Polly Rancher says, looking good, Phil. Thanks, Polly Rancher. I like that username too. It's interesting, Polly Rancher. Healthwood says, sugar was the hardest part for me. I had 3 spoons of it in every cup of tea. And I drank 10 to 15 of them a day. Oh man, not even I'm that bad. I mean, I love my coffee, but I wouldn't drink 10 to 15 cups a day. I probably drink about 6 cups of coffee a day, I'd say. Yeah, between 1, 2, yeah, but I probably average about 6 cups of coffee a day. And I do have sugar in my coffee, but that's the only sugar I have. Apart from the occasional Oreos, because you guys know how much I love my Oreos. I love them Oreos. Can't get enough. Six cups of coffee a day. Yes, that's how many I have. Is that bad? Is that bad? Should I not have 6 cups of coffee a day, guys? Am I being bad? But I love my coffee so much, and it keeps me going. It's like, you know, my version of your energy drink, Sandra Edler. If I didn't have my coffee, I don't know what I'd do. I don't know how I'd keep going. Helpwood says, when you have to ask if 6 cups a day is bad. Helpwood says, considering my coffee habits, I shouldn't say anything. Well, there you go. I don't think 6 cups is bad. 6 cups isn't bad. Or is it? Is it bad? Andrew Loss says, see, when I drink energy drinks, it's only 1 per day if I have 1 daily. Oh, okay. So you're better than me then. I needs the coffee. I needs it. I couldn't do what I do if I wasn't drinking 6 cups a day. But that was one of the reasons I decided to cut back on my sugar, because I have so much coffee a day. And I have sugar in my coffee, sugar and milk. But I thought, oh, probably a good idea to cut back on all the other sweet stuff I eat, like chocolate cake, and so I don't do that anymore. I have the occasional Oreo, but yeah, that's it. No ice cream, no cake. None of the really nice, tasty, yummy stuff. Let's do a save. And let's export the textures. I don't think there's anything else I want to change here. And I want to bring it into Max so we can make sure that the that everything is blending together nicely with the other bits and pieces. So let's export the textures. UE4 projects, models, ironwork. Elevator, base. And we're going to export at 2K. Is that correct? Yes. Let's export. Do a save and jump into Max. Now Max is probably going to be a bit sluggish. It always is when Substance is opened in the background. Helpwood says, I'm averaging around 10 cups of tea a day plus 2 cups of coffee. The first one in the morning is about twice as strong as the... I don't make it stronger. I keep my coffee the same, regardless of whether it's first in the morning or last at night. I'm the sort of person that will drink a cup of coffee right before I go to bed. Coffee doesn't stop me from sleeping. Smurfery says, I had an instructor in college whose doctor asked him if he was doing cocaine because he drank so much coffee every day. During his routine checkup, his heart was racing. Man, that's a lot of coffee, or really strong coffee then. Helpwood says, drink it all black without milk or sugar in both now. Oh man, I cannot drink coffee without milk. It's way too bitter. I can't drink coffee without milk. It's just too bitter. Even the best quality coffee is bitter without milk. So I can't do that. Mercury says the guy had to get his wife to come in and bet for him that he was not doing hard drugs. Man, I'd be cutting back on my coffee if it was doing that to my heart. I don't think it is. I think my heart's okay. Helpwood says that's pretty bad, Smurf, but it makes sense. Creative Steve says, I'm back from my walk. Well, good to see you, Creative Steve. We're just about to bring the textured version in so we can apply it here in 3D Studio Max. And I hope it was a good walk. Andrew Dust says, if your heart is racing, I'd tone down on the coffee. I would too. Smurf says, yeah, I think he did tone down after that. Yeah, I would tone down if the doctor says to me, oh, are you doing cocaine because your heart is racing, then that's probably a good idea to cut back on the coffee. Let's bring the bitmaps in we just exported. We want the base, we want the color, come on, you can do it. We want the metallic, the normal. Euro, it's good to see you, Euro. Euro says blood pressure can do that too. I actually had my blood pressure checked, or I actually have a little blood pressure machine thingy. You know how you can buy them at a chemist? Pharmacist, I'm not sure what you guys in the United States call them. We call them chemist, pharmacy, from a pharmacy, where you buy your drugs, you know, your pills, doctor pills, not naughty pills. I bought one of those blood pressure tester things so I can test my blood pressure regularly if I wanted to. And Mike, I'm happy to report my blood pressure is normal. Completely normal. Okay, so we want to hook up our color. And this one was, what was this one? Metallic. And our normal. And our roughness. Let's select the right asset and let's assign the material. And let's check to make sure everything is blending. So yeah, I was mainly concerned with getting a blend between that metal and the door metal. They have to stay consistent. It'll be the same for the main part of the lift. The color must stay consistent here. Let's just do a quick save in Max to make sure, and I can have a copy. It's good to see you, Euro then. Sniper Girl says to Hellforge, honestly, with the factory job, took a couple of weeks off of 3D. I don't blame you with 12-hour shifts, Sniper Girl. That's completely understandable. With 12-hour shifts and coming home on spare days, doing the same number of hours working on 3D, it was a bit much, yeah. You don't want to make yourself sick. Android Dust says, calling a pharmacist a chemist is new to me. Yeah, we call them chemists in this country. So you don't go to a pharmacy, you go to a chemist. Well, we call them pharmacies as well, but generally chemist is the word we use. Hellforge says to Sniper Girl, understandable. I hope you can find something 3D related soon. Been seeing a lot of job postings on ArtStation, but I don't know if there's anything near you. Yeah, remember too, guys, you can try and get contract work. Although I do contract work, but it's quieting down a bit at the moment because of everything going on in the world with human malware. A Euro says, I'm good, thanks. Just chilling. Good to hear. You got a month off 3D. What? I got a month off 3D. You're celebrating not doing 3D for a month? Shame on you. Shame on you, I say. Sniper Girl says to Hellforge, we'll be sure to check it out. Honestly, if there's a job anywhere, I'm willing to move or relocate. Euro says we mix, match chemist and pharmacy. Well, yeah, we sort of do in this country as well. We generally call them a chemist, but people refer to them as a pharmacy as well. Okay, so I'm just going to, now I'm going to just temporarily close Substance down in the background, simply because it slows, let's see if Max will behave itself. Generally with they both try and grab the viewport, so so it tends to slow max down when I have Substance open in the background. I'm just going to see if I can't. Oh, it's not too bad. And again, I'm just trying to make sure that our colours are all matching. What I might end up doing is when we bring it into the Unreal Engine, I might we'll check it when we bring it into the Unreal Engine to see what the metal looks like. It could just be the HDRI that I'm using here. I might just darken up the plain metal a little bit, and that's easily done through the texture. So, but I think we'll find once we bring it into Unreal, it should be fine. So what have we got left to do? Just again, make sure we do a save. So I think the only thing left to texture now is the actual lift itself, which is this bit here. The rest of it stays, so the lift actually moves, but the base here stays. The lift is the only bit that moves. How are we going for time? I don't know if I don't think I want to start doing the lift today. It's probably the most fiddly part of the model. That'll take me a little while to texture it up in Painter. That can be something we can do next week. I don't think there's anything in the gallery for me to show off either. No. We're getting there though, it's slowly coming together. Once we get the lift textured up, then everything should start to blend together nicely, I think. And then we can, once we're finished doing the elevator here, we're going to jump back into doing stuff with the attic in the Unreal Engine. So we will finish texturing the lift itself up next week. Euro says, this asset looks great. Thank you, Euro. Good progress so far. Yeah, we're getting there. We are getting there. It's hard to sort of visualize at the moment because like the blue here, that's going to be a glass shader in Unreal. So once that's actually glass, we'll be able to see into the lift a bit better than we can at the moment. So that will help. But we won't really see that until we bring it into Unreal. And we probably won't see that because once I finish texturing this up, I'm going to start working back on the attic again. So until we get back down to the basement, you probably won't see it inside of Unreal unless I decide to bring it in early until we actually start working on the basement itself. But I think once we texture the main part of the lift up here, it'll help to tie everything together. And once, like I said, once this outer glass piece has a proper glass shader on it in Unreal, that'll help tie it together a bit better than you can see it here at the moment too. But we are getting there, slowly but surely we're getting there. Up, up and away, that's right. As says that, the what? The ascensor. You're talking about the lift part, I'm assuming. So yes, our lift everything stays in place apart from the lift and the doors as well. Let me select everything and move it up so you can see it. So we've got the lift. We're going to have the right door and the left door. They're the inner doors of the lift. And we're going to have the light fitting stays with the lift. The mirrors stay with the lift. The inner mesh tube. So that's all the lift part, which will then go up. and down, as lifts do. Just leaving behind the base there with the glass walls. Did I forget the doors? No? Yeah. So yeah, we have an outer door here, and then we have two inner doors inside of the lift. Pat says yes, I thought that's what you're talking about. Android, I didn't know it was called an ancestor. I'm not sure what that word, I've not heard that word before. Android Lost says, have you decided what you're going to surround the lift with? No. That's one of the reasons why I'm going to be working back in the attic, because I still haven't worked out the design for actually where the lift is going. The design for the room, I mean. I haven't. I haven't. So we'll jump back to the attic, and that'll give me a bit of time to try and work out the design for the basement where the lift is going. Yeah, you mentioned water. Yeah, I'm actually thinking about putting the lift in the middle of a room, and so you'll have like a little walkway that you get to the lift on, but all around the outside of the lift here, like there'll be a little base that the lift is sitting on with a walkway. And around the outside here of the base, I'm thinking about putting water inside the room. So you'll have the room, you'll have like the lift in the middle of the room, you'll have a little walkway that goes out to the lift, and all around the outside of the lift, I'm thinking about putting water, because that'll give us some really nice reflections. Because the game, the House on the Hollow game, will have ray tracing enabled in it, so getting nice reflections in ray traced water, I think could look really cool. Yeah, so if you sort of want, you guys know Harry Potter, you watched the Harry Potter movies, I'm assuming. Do you remember when they go down to the underground labyrinth with the snake door? They've got that door with all the snakes that sort of move in and out, and then they go into, I can't remember what they called that room, or which Harry Potter exactly it was. They go into the room with the basilisk, that snake. And so you've got like a walkway, and then there's water down the sides of the walkway and around the statue that's in that room. Similar to that, so a walkway that's surrounded by water inside of this room. That's sort of what I'm thinking at the moment anyway. Sniper Girl says, lifts move up and down, that's right. Paz says, my English. Yura says, I've been playing the third installment of The Witcher all week. Oh, Witcher 3 is a great game. One of my favourite games. The art in that game is pretty great. Sometimes I just stand and have a look around and kill monsters. That's beautiful. They did a beautiful job, CD Projekt Red, when they made The Witcher 3. Do I still have it? I'm pretty sure it's still installed on my machine. Yeah, just there. It's one of the games I constantly have installed because I always like going back to it and playing it. Just beautiful. It's a beautiful game. Great graphics, great story. They really did a good job. So I'm looking forward to Cyberpunk 2077 when they release that soon. It's coming soon. Hellforge says English is overrated anyway. I really like the Witcher games, I did too. Hellforge says it's one of the few game series I don't mind spending 100 plus hours playing because there's always something cool to see. There is. Euro says I'm playing them all back to back so I know the full storylines. Gee, not even I did that. I didn't play Witcher 1. I played Witcher 2. And my favourite is Witcher 3. Witcher 1, the controls are a bit too janky for me. I didn't like playing Witcher 1. But, I mean, that's a really old game. Yura says, 4th is meant to be in the works. I thought they weren't going to make another one. I hope they do. I mean, it surprised me when they said they weren't, that Witcher 3 was going to be the final Witcher game. Maybe some publisher dumped a whole lot of money on them. And so they decided to make a 4. I hope they make a 4. The new Witcher series on Netflix is due to be released too. Season 2 of that Witcher season, the series on Netflix, that's due to come out soon. The Chamber of Secrets, thank you Hellforge, that's exactly what it was. Yeah, the Chamber of Secrets, it's sort of like that where you've got a walkway and then you've got water down the side. That's what I'm sort of thinking. Creative Steve says that was the second one, Chamber of Secrets. second one, yep. Sniper Girl says, I have Witcher 3, owned it for ages and have yet to install it. You should play it if you get some time, Sniper Girl. I know you're pretty busy, but you should play it. It's a great game. Really good game. Really good story. Really good story. And beautiful graphics. Particularly now that it's all the bugs have been patched out of it and all that sort of stuff, you should play it. Yura says, yeah, Series 2 finish post this week, I heard. Cool. I'm looking forward to it. I need stuff to watch because I'm in lockdown. Sniper Girl says, that's honestly why I'm hesitant to play other Witcher games. Played the first one and hated it. Yeah, the first one, the combat in the first one wasn't very good. Bought and owned 2 and 3 for a while and haven't been sure if you want to give, I've been sure I want to give them a try. I definitely recommend 3. Witcher 3 is great. Android Lost says, I agree with the controls in Witcher 1. I couldn't stand playing it. Yeah, I didn't like Witcher 1 because of the gameplay. It wasn't great. The controls. Paz says, play the shit today. Hellforge says 2 and 3 are great. Yeah, you should. You should definitely play 3. I recommend 3. Definitely. Yura says, I like the first one. I never went into it expecting great graphics with it being an old title. 2 was decent and 3 is good so far. Android Dot says, I skipped all the way to 3, less than an hour played on 1 and 2. 3, I like 3 the best, I have to admit. Yura says, first one is more of a classic RPG experience than saying an action RPG. Yeah, that's true. Sniper Girl says, is it one of those game series where you're confused as hell if you haven't played through the first one? No, I wouldn't say that. In fact, I think CD Projekt Red, when they released Witcher 3, they made a point of saying, if you haven't played the other 2, you'll be able to play this one and enjoy it. If you have played the first 2, well, then there's things in this one which you'll recognise and pick up on. But no, you don't need to play 1 or 2 to play 3 and enjoy it at all. You can just jump straight into 3 and have a great gameplay experience. Yura says, not really. Things just make more sense if you follow the plot. Yeah. No, you'll have no problem. No problems at all. Don't think there's anything I can really work on. Because we'll finish this lift next week. The last thing we need to do now is to do the central part of the lift. So I'm just going to save Max and close Max. And I'm just going to briefly talk about this asset that I'm going to be uploading to the subscriber channel for Unreal 4. So what I'll probably end up doing is I'll open up Unreal and we'll just take a quick look at it so I can explain how you use it, okay? So again, if you're a sub to the channel or you're a mod, on the Discord server under the subs, what do they call them on Discord? Are they text channels? Under the sub channel, you'll be able to download a file for UE4.25. Now you will have to have 4.25.0 or higher. So the latest version of Unreal, basically. Let me just open the editor up. It's pretty self-explanatory. I'm just going to show you quickly because I have a bit of free time here at the end of the stream. So basically, you download the zip, you unzip it, and you will get a project that you can open up, which is this one. It's called Phil Does 3D Lighting. You just open that project up through the launcher, or double-click on the project. That'll launch the launcher and open it up. And so this is what you're going to be getting. It's basically just a lighting setup. So all you need to do is put your model. Let's just put a cube in. So say that's the model you want to render out. You just place that sort of up around the middle. Like so. Between the reflection captures and between the 2 lighting setup. You can place a camera in the scene if you want to, or you can just move your camera around to do a render. It does have a HDR environment, and that should give you a nice renders. It's got reflection captures. You do want to make sure when you do this, you do a build lighting at least. I generally would just do a build all. It only takes a few minutes. There's not much in the scene that's it's going to take a long time to build out. And yeah, it's just a quick setup so you can get some nice renders of your model. A cube is so HD. Now, and if you want, you can, if you go into the project itself, you can change the background color. So the backdrop color here, you can make it black or any of these colors here. You can, and if you do want to change the HDRI background, you can just go into the HDRI background here, load up your HDRI image that you can download from the web, a lot of them from the web. Then you just open up the sky material and load in your HDRI. So you've got control over few bits and pieces there. And the lights themselves are all using softboxes. So you should get some nice renders. So I will upload that file after the stream today to the subs channel on the Discord server. He got the cube from a dono. Halford says, I bet there's one of those crazy cubes in TurboSquid for a few $100s. I bet you're right. Yeah, so you can download that from the subs channel on the Discord server. Like I said, I'll upload it after the stream. But I think we might leave it there for today, guys and girls. We'll finish up a little bit early. 5 minutes early. I do want to thank you guys though for being here, hanging out and watching. I want to thank Creative Steve, Snappy Curve, Bruce, Charlie Pop for following the channel. Thank you guys. Again, welcome to Phil Does 3D. Thank you for the follow. Remember, if you want, you can follow me on my Twitter page at Phil Does 3D. That you can get a reminder when I'm live that way. But I'm live every Monday, Tuesday, 5 p.m. Pacific time in the United States. Remember too, if you do want to join the Discord server, you can click the graphic in my panels below my stream, or at any time type !Discord in Twitch chat. That will give you a link, an invite link to join the Discord. Thank you for the raid as well. I do appreciate that, so thanks very much. And Sniper Girl, thank you for the subscription. You are awesome, Sniper Girl. 18 months in a row. You've been subbed for 18 months, man. I do appreciate it, guys, when you sub to the channel. You are absolutely awesome. I do appreciate that. So thank you. I want to thank Tamana as well. She resubbed this morning. So, yep, thank you guys for the subs. Thank you guys for following. I'll post that studio lighting setup, the Unreal project, in the Discord server under the sub channel in the next hour or so. You guys have a great weekend. Take care. Stay healthy. Sniper Girl says, one of the few good things about working at the hellhole that I work at. Remember, if you do need to have a chat, Sniper Girl, you know how to find me on the Discord or on Twitter or whatever. You can contact me multiple ways. Don't think if you send me a message on Discord, I won't get it. Even if I'm not on Discord, I always have my email client open because of work. And as soon as I get a message on Discord, Discord emails me saying such and such mentioned you, and I'll get back to you pretty much immediately. So just because I'm not on Discord doesn't mean that I won't get the message, and I can get back to you very quickly. You guys, yeah, have a great weekend. Stay happy, healthy, and safe. And I will see you all again on Monday next week at 5 p.m. Pacific time. You guys take care. See ya.